Next level ministry. Next level ministry. Next level ministry. Next level ministry.
Speak to me, Lord, please. Lord, won't you please? Speak, Lord. Lord, won't you please? Speak to me, Lord. Speak right now. Speak to my heart, Lord. I need you. I can't make it without you, Lord. Yeah, yeah. Lord, please. Have right on way. I need to feel, Lord, away from me, Lord. Lord, won't you please? Oh, yeah. Lord, I wanna hear it. Lord, I wanna hear a word from you, Lord. I can't breathe without you. I need you. I need you to do it for me. Yeah. Speak right now, Lord. Come on, Jesus. Speak, Lord, I wanna hear it. Lord, I wanna hear a word from you, Lord. Give it to me, Jesus. I need it right now. Have your way in my life. Speak, Lord. Let your Shekinah glory fall right now, Jesus. Use me for your service. Have your way. Speak, Lord.
Just repeat after me and say, and the thing was good in the eyes of Pharaoh, in the eyes of all his servants. And Pharaoh said unto his servants, can we find such a one as this is a man whom the Spirit of God is? Everybody say, Pharaoh said unto Joseph, for as much as God has showed thee all this, there is none so discreet and wise as thou art. Thou shalt be over my house, and according unto the words or thy words, it says, shall all my people be ruled. Only in the throne will I be greater than thou art. And Pharaoh said unto Joseph, see, I have set thee over all the land of Egypt. And Pharaoh took off his ring from his hand and put it upon Joseph's hand and arrayed him in vestures of fine linen and put a gold chain about his neck. And he made him to ride in the second chariot which he had. And they cried before him, bowed the knee, and made him ruler all over all the land of Egypt. And Pharaoh said unto Joseph, I am Joseph, and without thee shall no man lift up his heel. Somebody tell God thank you. I want to use for a subject, prayer will bring you into divine destiny. Somebody say prayer will bring you into divine destiny. I want to use this subject today because we realize that there have been so many people that have been divinely challenged down through the years. There are those that are experiencing some very tragic moments in their lives. People are experiencing some of the greatest trials and tests of our time. But I heard the Bible say, be instant in season, out of season. Reprove, rebuke, exhort with all long suffering and doctrine. It is God's divine desire to look down in a world that has been cursed, tested, tempted, tried, put down, held back, and let down, and disappointed. To find you and to say unto you that my plan and my purpose for you being born is still in motion. God is saying, I have a divine purpose for your life. Somebody in here may say, well, I'm a coulda, shoulda, woulda, I would have, I could have, I should have, and I failed. But God said a righteous man will fall 7 times and get up. Look at your neighbor and say, get up. Get up. God is not finished with you yet. It is God's divine purpose as we look and see the divine destiny of Joseph. Joseph being the son of Jacob, the son of promise, the real son who he had purpose to see become a prince because Jacob wanted a prince out of Rachel. But his uncle Laban, being a trickster, tricked Jacob into marrying Leah. So he had to work 7 more years for Rachel. Then he worked 7 more years to get his cattle and all the stuff that he owned. Somebody said delayed, but not denied. Tell somebody to take a real good look at me. Because I've been delayed in life, but I have not been denied. The awesome thing about it is that here, Joseph is coming in late. He's got some other brothers, amen, that came and was born before him. But God never forgot the desire and the innermost desire of the heart of Jacob. So therefore, what God did was, he preserved Joseph in spite of all that had been done to Jacob. God preserved Joseph. So therefore, him being one that was held back, he was hated among his brethren. There was visions and dreams that he had. He prayed for wisdom and prayed for understanding. His brethren hated it. His father questioned him. There was so much that was going on in the life of this young man. So therefore they said, well, what did you dream about? He said, well, we was in the field and we were gathering sheaves, so I saw your sheaves bow down before mine. Tell somebody, God will let people bow. He will let them give you honor. He will celebrate you while everybody else is looking on. So Joseph was walking around in the house and he was wearing his coat of many colors. It represented royalty, and Jacob couldn't really realize why he made him the coat. But he had favor and faith. So therefore, his brethren said, well, we're not ever going to bow to you. Then he had a dream that the sun and the moon, because the sun shines through the moon and the moon gets a light from son. So therefore it meant his mother and his father was going to actually bow down themselves to him. But even in the midst of all of that, Jacob rebuked Joseph and said, you mean to tell me that I'm going to bow down to you? And so therefore, but he yet had to bow, because the divine destiny said he was destined to be blessed. Look at somebody and say, I'm destined to be blessed. It really don't matter who stole your dream. It doesn't matter who stole your hope. It doesn't matter who said you'd never be. It does not matter who said you couldn't make it. It does not matter how many times you failed. It doesn't matter how many times you've been let down, put down, held back by men and women. It does not matter what your family have said, but you're divinely destined to be blessed. Somebody say, I'm destined for greatness. Anybody believe that? Wave your hand and tell God thank you. I know your hopes have been stolen, your dreams have been disappointed. I know that everybody thought you was a failure. Somebody said you'd never make it. They told the world that you would never be anything. But I'm glad to say that I'm here today and I'm growing more and more each day. The awesome thing about it, here's Joseph. So he goes and checks on his brethren. His brethren turn around and say, here comes this dreamer. There's some people who hate you because you're a dreamer. Everybody ought to have something good to say about themselves. Look at your neighbor and say something good about yourself. While everybody else talking you down, pat yourself on the shoulder. Tell yourself, I believe I can make it if I had some help. Tell yourself, with God on my side, it's impossible for me to perish. It's impossible for me to fail. It's impossible for me to stop and park right here. Look at your neighbor and say, don't park right here. It's illegal to park here. Because God's got up a no parking sign. God got a no stop sign. And when you get to the stop sign and you wonder which way to go, all you got to do is turn right and go straight and you'll get there every time. So here comes Joseph, this dreamer. Joseph is dreaming about becoming great. He don't understand the fullness of his dream. So all of a sudden, the Bible said, Jacob sends him down there and tell him, go check on your brethren. See whether they're doing good or whether they're doing bad. See whether they're doing mischief or whether they're doing good. I want you to check and see whether they're really where I sent them or whether they're somewhere else. So when Joseph get down there, these boys are doing something totally different from what their daddy told them to do. Look at somebody say, do what God said. And the great thing about it was that here they are, they're hating on their brother. Look at somebody say, don't be hating on me. I'm blessed because God said I'm blessed. I'm wealthy because God said I'm going to be wealthy. I'm healthy because God is going to give me health and strength. I'm going to make it because I got the help of God on my side. Look at your neighbor and say, neighbor, I'm determined to make it. I'm chosen to make it. I'm called out to make it. I am God's righteousness. Somebody tell God thank you. And in spite of all that has happened to me, I'm determined with God's help, I'm going to make it. So here they looks at Joseph. They said, here comes this dreamer. We're going to kill him. Look at somebody say, I refuse to die before my time. Tell somebody it's not my time yet. So I'm not going to die right here. Though trials and tribulations since you're so discreet, you know, when you're in the world, the devil make a fool out of you. I promise he made one out of me. I did all kinds of stuff. I was slide sticking with you. Shoot dice, you name it. Playing cards, living on the bottom of the deck. Pushing drugs, slinging drugs, buying drugs. Everything you can think of, I did it. Amen.